It's a really nice windy day, and my grandkids and I are going on a hike today to Cloudland Canyon. And here comes my daughter Mary and her husband Jason, and we're going to go to Cloudland Canyon. Yeah. We're getting ready to head up now. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, what a blessing to get these shoes. Wow. Hey, Mary, we did not know they had a sale break yet.
It doesn't feel bad. That's what I'm saying. You don't have any squeeze in there.
Yeah. I just ran the door too hard. Me too. Oh no, me too.
Don't say that.
Okay.
You're like...
Okay. I'll make sure I don't leave my, drop my hat on the ground.
You don't gotta show your
My
face.
black and white hat.
I want just the red, but I want
That I just got. Listen to me, Eddie. I'm just trying to find my black and white hat.
it. Probably won't fit me. You want to keep the keyboard though?
I don't think I really need to, actually.
Okay.
I don't really need it, yeah.
Give me the tray.
Okay, yeah, I don't really need it, yeah. I'm trying to find my black and white hat that just bought me, yeah. That's up and down.
Perfect.
Did anybody see my black and white hat? Is it more?
It's on your head.
Ah! Oh, yeah. Wow. I had it on my head. I guess it's my brown hat. It's my brown hat that I... Hey, man, you see my brown hat in here? Now it's my brown... Huh? Oh, okay, guys. Oh, my goodness, okay. Oh, man, alive. Yes, so we're going to get ready to head off. It's at Cloudland Canyon Park. We're leaving from Somerville, Georgia, and we're here in Tryon, Georgia, at the Walmart in Tryon, Georgia. Hey, I guess there's some more trash. You want to turn that over?
Hairball.
Is anybody see your mom's hairball?
It's a mess.
Anybody see your mom's hairball?
You're going too crazy, doing too much.
Hey, quit playing, dog. Quit playing, dog.
Huh?
Hairball?
Do I need one?
Do you have one?
No. No.
Hairball.
Okay, no, I sure don't. Okay, hey, Mary, what's the hairball look like?
That's a safety can. I thought it...
Oh!
Okay, I got one.
Oh, good. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we got Sprite lemonade.
No, we got
Okay,
Hershey
guys.
bar for you, but we really got...
Okay, guys.
Here it is. What's that?
Okay.
Yours isn't broken. So okay.
All right. Yeah, the Tryon, Georgia.
Georgia
Walmart.
self-defense laws. So, Dad, apparently, in Georgia,
Not too far.
third parties are included in the stand your ground law. So
Explain that better.
you can when you were in the place, we were talking about how if we saw someone getting stabbed, could we shoot them? Could we shoot the stabber? Dad said we couldn't, but I was like, I think you can. But yeah, apparently Georgia.
I know, but I'm
third
still
parties
with the,
are included in the stand your ground law,
I'm
so
still with
you
the I
could
wouldn't.
protect someone.
Oh, if I saw someone get stabbed, I would definitely intervene.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
just came in and said he saw someone who knocked off.
No. He said somebody hit that car.
Yeah, he said he saw who hit the car.
No, he didn't say he saw. He said somebody ran into somebody's car. That car's been sitting there for the
I think
whole
he
time.
said he saw who did it.
He just walked in and said that. Me and you, we've been
Yeah,
sitting there
but
looking
we
at
don't
that
know
car
how
the whole
long
time.
it took before he came in to say something. Maybe he saw it earlier. He finally said something.
He did it.
Huh?
He did it.
Ha.
He was sitting in the car thinking about his story.
Yeah,
'cause
he said, I just saw someone go and hit that car.
It's a
Oh,
lie.
That's what I heard
man.
him say.
He's
That ain't
lying
what I heard him
because
say.
we were sitting here
That's
wondering
that's
who
what
did
I'm
it.
saying. We've been sitting the whole
Yeah, I
time
know.
talking about it.
But maybe I think I know.
I'm telling you, that's not what he said. He said somebody ran into somebody's
No,
car.
I get what you're saying. She's saying maybe he could have been. He saw it like an hour
And
ago
just sat there and maybe was.
and just came
Trying
in
to come up
now.
with
Yeah, maybe he called the police and the police said, well, go do this. Maybe he's going to run around trying to figure out who the
Police
person
wouldn't have did that.
is. Either way, that's
I think he walked out and saw it was messed up. He said somebody ran in somebody's car. The whole bumper is sitting on the ground out there. He walked out and saw it and thought just like me, wonder who hit that car and walked back in to say something about it.
Andy, relax. Uncle Sam wasn't who I am. Trust my teeth too bad.
You're silly.
put in the ones in the right trail.
We have to go to the thing.
Can I try some of your limonade? I'm
Wendy's
annoyed because that's not how you spell lime.
Wendy's has breakfast?
How you spell lime disease?
Oh, I'm messing around. I'm about to mess up. I'm about to mess around. I'm about to lose all my moolah. Yep. Yep.
It might not be good.
Rock City.
I haven't had it.
Rock City.
Yeah, I love fast food breakfast. That's my favorite thing in the
Give
world.
me a little sip. I don't know why this would be good because it's lime and lime is not.
Yeah, Ginger?
I like my daughter's, my granddaughter's
This is lemonade?
hairstyle, my
What do you mean it's
grandson.
lime? Sprite is lime. How do you have it?
Hairstyle. But here we are.
It tastes no different. It just
My
tastes
daughter
like
and her husband and kids live in Canton, Georgia.
maybe they spelled lemonade wrong.
It's lemonade.
They live in Canton,
It's
Georgia,
ironic
and I
because lime
live
is
in
spelled wrong.
Somerville, Georgia. We're leaving the Tryon Walmart and we're on our way to Cloudland Canyon State Park from the Walmart.
Let's clarify lemon juice.
These look actually.
Doesn't say anything about lime
We're
juice.
going down a highway called Highway 27.
At all. Like rarely. Yeah, no,
Everyone's happy with their shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they all look similar.
They feel comfortable. Mine are pretty comfortable, these shoes.
I need some Dr. Souls. Oh.
My daughter married me and my grandkids and her husband some walking shoes.
Grandma's vlogging.
They had a sale at Walmart.
Burgers off the box. Oh well.
So anyway,
I need it real slow.
Oh well.
you'll probably see a few cars going down.
Want to read the garbage.
Walmart is, they do the same thing they do a lot of Walmarts. You have to go in single line. You have to have hand sanitizer. They have hand sanitizer in
1%
Walmart.
juice, no caffeine.
Sprite never has it just tastes a little bit more.
I dropped my phone and I'm trying to videotape this.
That's when we shaky cameras out.
Of course, I get a tickle. I get tickled about something, right? Okay.
Mommy,
Y'all
the
done.
chocolate hurts my teeth.
All of them?
Just the molars.
She's cavity.
It's in the center.
What's
But
that cavity?
it's always been like, well, not always, but it's been like this for like the past 2 years.
Yeah. This time we have to update x-rays.
She has a developing cavity.
Probably from chewing on your nails.
But I brush my teeth and floss every night.
When are you supposed to get
Do
extra?
you?
I literally do. I haven't missed brushing my teeth at night in like a year.
When are you
I
supposed to
forget
get
brushing in the morning
Supposed
sometimes.
to brush your teeth 2 to 3 times a day.
Okay,
Brush
that's
your teeth
really
in the
hard.
morning?
It's hard to remember that.
Are you really going to do that?
Eddie hasn't brushed his teeth in like
Y'all
forever.
don't?
Yet my teeth hurt.
Mom, how do you brush your hair 2 to 3 times a day?
I brush
Mom, you have a job. You
I
have
don't
a
do
work. You have a
anything
job.
2 to 3 times a day.
I brush before
I don't
breakfast.
even eat 2 to 3 times a
My,
day.
my daughter
And after
married
lunch, when I
dental
come in, before I see
hygienist.
patients, I brush my teeth, I wash my hands.
I'm talking with a mask in my mouth.
You have time to brush your teeth at work?
After
It
lunch,
doesn't take
yeah.
that long, dude. I mean, you take
Well,
2
if you
seconds
come back
to
from
brush
lunch,
your
what do? You use the bathroom, you brush your teeth, you wash
From
your
lunch?
hands.
Hold on.
I try to
School
brush
lunch?
in the morning, but I forget
Yeah,
sometimes.
for work lunch. Look, I like how it did his hair.
Mom, school lunch,
The
I
girls
literally,
are smaller.
I don't even eat school lunch first.
Should be.
I don't eat. Since I eat less,
That's what I'm saying.
the required, the amount of brushing needed is lower.
Just because you eat less meals, you're still eating crap. You're eating that now. You're supposed to brush after eating that.
Technically, you're supposed to brush after 20 minutes of eating everything. And sometimes you don't have access to it, but what I'll do is I'll get a paper towel and I'll just start wiping.
Yeah, I
If we
can feel
didn't
crap
eat
on my
carbs
teeth.
or sugar things, we wouldn't have to do that.
Huh?
Hey, Mom, why would you?
No, it doesn't matter.
Mom,
No, animals don't get cavities for that exact reason. Animals eat meat.
No.
Mom, why would you?
100%.
No, the bacteria, there's several bacteria in our mouth. They eat anything. They can eat meat. They can eat whatever we eat, they eat. And what this is all a cavity is, okay? The bacteria in our mouth that are always there. You can never get rid of all. If you can reduce their number, then you should reduce the numbers. But they're always there. As long as they had anything to eat. It doesn't matter if it's a piece of steak or jerky or a candy bar. If it can eat it, it eats everything we do. It eats, and bacteria are living things, right?
Yes.
They eat and they secrete waste, just as we do, right? Well, it just so happens that their waste is a pure acid.
Oh,
So
I get it.
acid, they eat, they take a dump on our tooth, the acidic dump, and that acid sits there, and if it sits there too long, it's not brushed away, it slowly weakens and weakens and weakens the enamel
Can I just lick it?
until it bores a hole or cavity in the tooth.
I'm pretty sure I learned that
Okay,
only
you
the
probably-
bacteria that eat like sugar,
Anybody,
high foods does that because animals can't. The only
You
animals that can eat
understand
cavities. The
the
only animals
importance
that
of
can
us
eat cavities
taking
are
care of our
animals that eat
teeth.
human foods.
Because our
But
doctor
it could
put
be
the
other
other
factors at play. They could have more buffers and enzymes in the saliva, because there's also in our saliva there's different enzymes and buffers that are karyostatic.
So,
it could
I'm
be
curious as
that
to-
there's a difference. But trust me, the bacteria, there's a families of Coccobacillus, Lactobacillus, Streptomutans. All those bacteria, they eat everything. They eat meat. They eat
But
cheese.
maybe only their
But-
sugar byproduct waste causes the acid waste.
No, unfortunately.
I don't know.
Their wasteful byproducts are the same either way. Now, this is the thing.
We should test it.
When there's simple sugars, carbohydrates, things like that, then it's a more readily digestible, easier source for them to waste on your teeth. So if you provide let's say the strep mutants, if you provide it with a Twinkie, it's going to be able to break down that sugar almost instantly and start pooping acid in your tooth. But let's say you give it a piece of broccoli, that's a complex carbohydrate. It's going to take much longer for it to do that. So it's going to take so long that by the time you brush your teeth, it probably wouldn't have a chance to poop in your tooth before you had to brush to brush. So let's say giving the strep mutants a Twinkie, it can poop acid on your tooth in 20 minutes. If you hit a piece of broccoli, it might take 10 hours. And within 10 hours, you would brush.
Well, can I just get implants for all my teeth? Because I'm so annoyed with doing the right things and still there's no results.
No. You still have to brush and floss, get the floss implant.
I floss every day. I floss every night. I do mouthwash every night. I've been doing this for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And my teeth still hurt when I eat chocolate.
Well, it could be that you just have weak areas in the enamel. If you have an acidic diet or something like that. And, or if you're not getting enough calcium. There's lots of things that can make
It's like, it's in the center, the very most valley of like each part of the molar.
It also could be if you ever find yourself grinding your teeth. So if you ever do that when you're nervous or something you do in your sleep, don't realize it, that puts stress fracture in your teeth, and yes, it'll be sensitive.
Mom, I do almost everything you just listed right there, and I feel just fine. I
The
only
universe.
clench my teeth.
Maybe you just thought.
I literally sometimes I go,
Your teeth are bigger than mine though.
I
And
just
your teeth
slam
are
them
young
together.
Still. Your teeth, you still have the youngest teeth.
Also, how do we know if it's a cavity or if it's that stuff? Because it's only chocolate. Sugar does nothing to my teeth. It's chocolate and cold.
Well, just an X-ray. Well, like I say, if it's just
Start brushing
certain,
with Sensodyne.
yeah, brush
I
with the Sensodyne toothpaste,
Sometimes
Or,
brushing me hurt.
the stuff that we have Floridex. I thought I put you in the Floridex toothpaste.
I use that all.
Use it
I
all.
would do that all, yeah.
I'm not using Florida.
That blue
I'll
stuff,
get you some more.
it was like blue. You got it from the Disney, yeah.
Yeah.
I
see
use
now
it.
those
yeah.
sour straws hurt my
That's
Yeah.
not what I'm using. I'm using on gum detox about something.
Yeah, no, go a minute.
See, if it was a cavity, would everything hurt to eat? Because it's just chocolate and cold.
Yeah,
and I don't
probably-
know why chocolate would do it, but sugar
Do
doesn't
you
do
like
it.
you grind your teeth?
I mean, I don't know. In my sleep, possibly, but I don't know.
There are lots of other factors.
I just don't understand why sugar wouldn't do it, but chocolate would. Because I can eat Skittles or anything sweet, ice cream, nothing. But
Yeah.
cold stuff and chocolate, it's like a stinging.
It depends. Of course, on teeth too, what it is there's whatever the tubules, right? The tubules are like porous. And maybe whatever compounds the chocolate is enough to upset the balance of the fluid in the tubules. And that's what triggers sensitivity. Is because that's how Sensodyne works. Literally, Sensodyne, the minerals just clog the tubules.
So you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that Sensodyne.
I
Clogging.
once ate 5 sour straw packs in one day.
Ah.
And by that I mean like within an hour. Yeah, my teeth hurt very bad.
I do have to get better at brushing in the morning, though. I forget that a lot.
That's actually what truly causes bone loss and gum disease. It's not the bacteria itself. It's your own body's inflammatory response to the bacteria. You know, it's sending out the white blood cells and everything like that. And, it's spitting out enzymes to engulf the bacteria. And those enzymes, yes, they're good at engulfing and destroying the bacteria, but at the same time, they deteriorate the bone. So that's why sometimes it is kind of sad. You get patients that come in, they're like, but I am flossing. And then you can tell that they are, and yet they still have bone loss and gum disease. It's because their inflammatory response isn't appropriate.
How do we get me checked out before it's too late?
What?
How much get diamond implants? All my teeth.
You know, your gums and stuff were fine. I mean, we're going to get more x-rays, but likely, like I say, it's just enamel deficiencies from either acids, too many acids in your diet.
My diet is
And
atrocious.
still not brushing as often as you should. Like I said, one time a day really is. Like if patients come in, they say, I brush one time a day, and I'm like, what the hell? Like that's not really acceptable. But because brushing one time a day is almost like the equivalent of bathing once a week. It really is.
See, but I think that
You're supposed to bathe more than once a week.
my body's asking way too much.
Oh my God! Look at
That's
the curls.
way
You see how
too
the
much.
diameter of the curl shrunk with that stuff you put on?
It looks nice.
You don't brush me every single day. Like, screw you now.
When I was younger, I brushed my teeth even less. And
Like, I'm out
I
here.
never
I'm
had
out
it.
here
Oh,
thinking.
well, that's just because you guys are lucky because I kept putting fluoride. As you guys are older, I didn't really bring you guys in.
She
as much
cheated the
fluoride and stuff.
I keep thinking.
And also because of the fact
Pets
that
are
I
complicated.
sealants
We're
in
the
y'all's
most
Oh,
complicated ones out.
that's funny. Maybe your sealants will come out. When I put sealants in y'all's teeth, maybe it's time to redo
So maybe
your
I've
sealants.
always had sensitive teeth, but the sealants
I had
there.
it covered up. Yeah, so matter of fact, next time when I'm able to bring you in, we'll refresh your sealants, make sure those look good.
I like Minnie's
Let's
idea
go
of
in
getting
the cracks
diamonds
at
in
the
the
bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get big old baguettes.
Like in the gaps.
I'm gonna get teeth that look normal.
Not in the
But hold
I've never
on.
had that.
Mama, if I get diamond grills, permanent set, that means that my teeth are never exposed to food. So therefore, they shouldn't get bacteria on them.
There's still
Your
a
teeth
margin.
are always exposed to. Oh, I see what you're saying. You
Okay.
say cover your teeth.
Permanent
Natural
set.
teeth rot underneath crowns all the time.
Okay, but if it,
Let's just replace the whole tooth with a
that's
diamond.
what I'm saying. If I got the permanent set grills, that's basically my teeth. So it don't
No,
matter about
no,
my tooth.
No, because this
It's
is
not attached to the jaw.
There's a junction. What they do is they shave down your tooth and they put the diamond or
They do.
crown, whatever over it. But where that junction where the tooth and the crown meet is just below the gum line.
Yeah.
And if you're not flossing, trust me, I see more crowns every day. People come in, oh, my crown is out. The tooth is stuck in the crown, broke off.
So why can't they just make like the crown out of not your tooth and shove it back in?
What do you mean?
Like, so it comes out and the thing is around the tooth, but not like the.
But if the tooth is decayed away up under it, then there's nothing else to stick it back up to. So then what they have to do is
there a
dig
hole?
out the hole, the rest of the tooth root,
Yeah.
and to dig it out, and then you have to get either a fake tooth that comes in and out, or an implant.
You know how they do
Why
bone?
can't it just be stuck in there? Like, why can't you put it in there and make it stuck?
What do you mean?
Like, why did you said it comes in and out?
I put it in
Well, no,
jaw.
the crown doesn't. The crown is glued in permanently.
Okay.
But if you're not flossing, a new cavity forms the junction where the crown and the tooth root meet, and it can decay away up underneath the crown. You wouldn't see it because all you see is the gold. So, but all of a sudden, one day, you bite into something or whatever, and it just snaps off because it's slowly decaying underneath the crown.
Why can't
I
they
get that,
just
but I'm
give
saying
us-
that's what I'm saying. Solid gold. Like no covering the bone.
Like,
or
remove the
cover-
whole
like
tooth
the
and
whole
put it
thing,
in
Well, well,
and
that's what
shove that
implant
thing
is.
back in.
Essentially,
And
that's what
permanent
implant
in
is.
there. Not like
Well-
they would come out permanent.
Well, that's
like,
what an implant is. There's no more tooth left, and then they stick in a titanium post and a fake tooth. But that's what an implant is.
And
That's
are
what
those
that's-
expensive?
But then it's no longer any part of your tooth. It's all-
That's
I don't
fine.
care.
That's good. That's what we want.
But you still have to floss it. Because even
Titanium
with-
rods?
Yes, because even with the implant, because the implant is in the bone,
Oh yeah.
Oh.
She still got a
there's-
floss or she mouthwash.
If there's bacteria collecting around the gum under the bone, sweeping it out, the bone is going to eat away around the implant, and the implant will fall out. I see it all the time. Once again, people like, oh, I was eating and I felt some crunchy. My whole implant was in my hand.
Mom, why can't they just like inject the teeth with more enamel to close up the holes that form from bacteria digging through? Like, just put a needle in the tooth, inject enamel, and then you have a whole new tooth, and you can come back in 6 months and do it again.
I don't know. See, like when a tooth
Like bone marrow transplants.
You think we'd have a better self-cleaning?
I don't understand the system.
Or you just brush and floss.
I know, but how
But sometimes people do blush and floss.
how is our teeth supposed to be good without that? Because we obviously always didn't have.
What did
Flossing
cavemen
in.
do?
They lost their teeth.
They lost their teeth. They had bad toothaches. They lost.
So how do they eat?
They lost their teeth and they
So
died.
I'm saying, why don't we have a process to get rid of that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
shame.
think our body would have evolved a better
No, I
system
mean,
by
well,
now?
as far as our bodies do the best they can, but
Of course,
Maybe my
That's
tongue
why
does a really good
you have to
job.
be careful. You have to be careful.
I don't believe it.
So if there's small cavities, yeah, then they can just drill it out and put it in
That's what I
plastic
mentioned.
material filling.
Maybe I need to just like get everything from here cut off, like all this bone cut off and then replaced.
And then your jaw and face collapse because there's no bones.
believe in God's
These are the same
creation.
bones where your teeth are in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Get a metal jaw.
So apparently another reason why animals don't get cavities is, well, the main reason is the diet doesn't have sugar, but another reason is because a lot of the stuff they chew on, like,
It brushes-
it's hard
it
and
is
scrapes their
brushing,
teeth.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I need to start chewing on sticks.
You know what we should do? I want to
Well,
do an
that's what Africans
experiment.
would do. They would chew on different sticks and
I'm
stuff.
gonna have 5 different kids.
That sounds also really damaging to
One
your teeth.
kid's gonna only eat sugar, one kid's gonna only eat meat, one kid's only eat veggies. And we're gonna see who has cavities at the end of the year.
You shouldn't experiment.
I won't experiment like that.
That's
kinda
so,
sick.
that is so bad. You get in so much trouble for doing
What
that.
if I just did it for like a year though?
Big science experiment.
We could do it for a year, and then I could send them to you to take pictures of their teeth to see whose teeth look the worst.
What's that? What's that?
Then
It
you would,
all
just,
comes
then
down
you
to
would be
care.
involving your mother.
That's baby teeth though. So after I would go back to being a normal parent. And
What's
I'd
that
brush-
like group
It
that
all
takes
comes down
children
to
away?
care. I eat, it all comes down to care. I eat
Yeah.
candy all the time, and I haven't had cavities.
Well, you
probably
brush your
since-
teeth regularly though.
Yeah, that's it. All comes down to care. It's not really so much what you eat; it's how you care for your body.
I think it's a combo of both.
I'm not doing it 3 times a day. It's asking,
I don't do anything 3
it's
times a day.
asking way too much.
Twice a day,
We're
yes.
gonna go. We're gonna go
How
right
can you
past.
stand it? Like my
I don't
kids,
even
like-
eat enough to.
I scrape it
deal
off.
with
We're gonna
it.
go. We're gonna go right past that
I
house.
just scrape it off, mama. But I'm not gonna, what are you
There's
doing?
no way I brush them up. I literally don't do anything 3 times
See, I
a day.
can't stand feeling. I can't stand feeling the.
But see, I guess that also means you eat though. I go hours without eating. I eat once a day, so there's nothing on my teeth. I brush right before I go to sleep, and then I brush right after eating breakfast. And well, I forget that.
I
brush
just
a lot,
couldn't-
though.
So you're saying there's no plaque in your teeth right now?
There's most definitely plaque on my teeth because I didn't brush after breakfast.
Scratch it with your fingernail. And you
No, I'm
tell
saying
me-
there is.
You scratch
You wanna
your.
see it? You wanna
There's
see it?
definitely
I'll show
is.
you.
You know, certain drinks give me
Uh,
more.
There's nothing on my teeth actually.
Certain drinks give me more.
I'm gonna
plaque
do it
than
now.
others.
Like
I'm
sodas.
basic.
I'll do this during the daytime. I'll scratch it off.
I don't know what.
No. Not that tooth. Let me go another tooth.
No, feel your tooth first. I'm
Oh, I found it. Yeah.
Feel your tooth, and then scratch it too, and then feel your tooth.
Mom, feel my front 2 teeth. There's nothing on my front 2
You
teeth.
got family?
Feel
We
it.
got a little bit. We got a
Feel
little
it.
bit.
No,
Being
Mom, there's
closer
nothing on
to
my
this
teeth right
one.
now.
Well, take us
But
to
anyway,
the
normally I
Carland
would
Canyon
brush
State
after
Park.
breakfast, but I forget that like half the week I forget that.
I'm just gonna
Daughter,
constantly have mouthwash.
Meg
on.
was explaining to her children
So what I like
the
to do
importance
is
of
I have
taking
paper
care
towel.
of
I
your
Hold
have
on.
paper towel.
What if
Of
we
course,
get,
she's a dental hygienist.
like flyers,
Oh, actually, really good.
It's really
pliers,
beautiful
and
today.
separate
The
our
sun's
teeth
up.
individually, so there's a bigger gap, so it's easier just to get everything in between. Right? You wouldn't need to
I'm
floss
gonna
if you
try
get
to wash
everything
the
in between.
side.
No, while he's
See how
tapping,
far
like
we
Take
can
every
go.
other tooth out, and you be good to
This
go.
There's
park
space
called
between all of my
Carland
teeth, so I
Canyon
can't
is a
floss between
beautiful
most of my
park.
teeth.
No, you still fall.
I
You
haven't
still
been
rub
there
it
in
inside.
I do,
quite a
but like I
while.
feel like nothing happens.
Oh, but it does. Trust me, it does.
Uh,
It's rubbing
I
it
do
My
it.
daughter and I, today
It's
is Mother's
rubbing it
Day.
Once I push one of my
you know,
teeth a
May
little bit
10th, 2020.
sideways, it hurt
And
very
we're on
bad,
our way.
and I probably shouldn't have done it.
That's a good way to lose it too.
But I need to floss in between. I needed to.
Really beautiful here.
Lose some
Nice
perineal
and green.
ligaments.
I needed to floss in between, Mom. I was trying to follow the rules.
On the bottom, this tooth is being pushed behind this one.
Yeah.
That's my molars coming in.
Yeah.
I need to get something to fix that. I don't want to look like one of those people.
Yeah, I know.
My teeth already look ugly and gross,
No, they
but my
don't.
bottom row was straight. I gotta keep it
I
straight.
don't like that on you.
I have the tiny, pathetic baby teeth. Just
Your teeth look great.
You know, I'm just gonna take pliers and like separate them.
Plus
have
the
a gap.
dimples too.
Go for it.
But I'm not gonna do it in one try, because of
You
course
should
that
try
would
it.
damage your
Try it
teeth. But
tonight.
if you know, let's say like you put a little thin piece of like solid material, and then you put another one next month, and keep pushing them. You know, they start whining out.
Yeah, but unless you are
You should do
naturally
the
have
opposite.
diamonds like many, it's not going to stay that way.
should
Your
do
teeth
the
are always
opposite.
going to want to keep shifting.
I'm
around.
gonna keep shifting.
Do the opposite of Invisalign. Just Invisistretcher.
And biz misaligned.
Yeah.
I hope that
And
you
then no more
like
having
my
to take some
video.
convoluted floss. You
Of
can
course,
use brush
this is
material.
the Cloutland Canyon we're going to
No, sir.
is here in the state of Georgia.
Okay, what about this? What if I
And
drink
Cloutland
literal
Canyon is one of
bleach?
the many state
But I don't
parks
swallow
that
it,
we
of course.
have
That would be stupid.
here in the state of Georgia.
It would kill bacteria, would it not?
Oh, like mouthwash. Kind of.
Because I know I leave mouthwash in for like a good 35 minutes.
Ew.
Get one juice box.
And it hurts so bad. Because, like, you know, it's burning. It burns a lot.
So I'm enjoying this Mother's
But
Day.
when I spit it out, my teeth feel real like,
And my
exposed.
daughter bought us all some
right
walking
there.
shoes. And I guess
you know,
I'm
like
gonna get
I'll take it in the
ready
morning
to,
and then I'll drive to school.
sign out.
the first thing I
I'm
do is
signing out
spit it out.
now.
Ready,
Roger.
ready, a long time.
Over
It's a long
and out,
time.
and hope you all
They feel real
enjoyed,
polished after.
this part of my
Oh, we should take
my video.
sandpaper. High grit sandpaper.